Hey everyone! Are you ready to find out which nuts you should be adding to your diet and which ones to avoid? Let's dive into the world of nuts together. You know, when I was a kid, my mom always told me to eat my nuts. She said they were good for my brain. Well, it turns out she was right. Nuts are packed with nutrients, but some are definitely better than others. So grab a handful of your favorite nuts, sit back, and let's crack this nut wide open. First up, we have almonds. These little guys are nutritional powerhouses. They're full of vitamin E, which is like a superhero for your skin. It helps protect your skin from damage, keeping it looking young and healthy. But vitamin E doesn't stop there. It's also a powerful antioxidant, meaning it helps protect your cells from damage. This can lower your risk of heart disease and even some types of cancer. So how many almonds should you be eating? A handful a day is a great place to start. You can snack on them plain, add them to your yogurt or oatmeal, or even use almond butter in smoothies or on apple slices. Next up, we're talking about walnuts. These nuts have a unique shape, almost like a little brain, and guess what? They're amazing for your brain health. That's because they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for cognitive function. Omega-3s are like the building blocks of your brain, helping with memory, focus, and even mood. Studies have shown that eating walnuts regularly can improve cognitive performance and reduce the risk of age-related cognitive decline. So, if you want to keep your brain sharp as a tack, make sure to include walnuts in your diet. A handful a few times a week is all you need to reap the benefits. Now let's talk about pistachios. These little green nuts are not only delicious, but also great for weight management. They're packed with fiber, which helps keep you feeling fuller for longer, preventing overeating. Fiber also aids in digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is important for overall health. Plus, pistachios are lower in calories compared to some other nuts, making them a guilt-free snack. So, if you're watching your weight or just looking for a healthy and satisfying snack, reach for a handful of pistachios. Now let's move on to cashews. These creamy, buttery nuts are undeniably delicious, but they come with a caveat. While they offer some health benefits, they're also higher in calories than other nuts. That doesn't mean you have to avoid them altogether, but portion control is key. A small handful a few times a week is a reasonable amount. Remember, everything in moderation. Enjoy your cashews, but be mindful of how many you're eating. Next up, we have Brazil nuts. These large, crunchy nuts are a nutritional powerhouse, especially when it comes to selenium. Selenium is an essential mineral that plays a vital role in thyroid function, immune health, and even protects against cell damage. However, there's a catch. Brazil nuts are so rich in selenium that eating too many can lead to selenium toxicity. So, while Brazil nuts offer incredible health benefits, stick to just one or two a day to avoid overdoing it on selenium. Next, let's talk about macadamia nuts. These rich, buttery nuts are a favorite for many, but they're also very high in fat. While they contain healthy fats, overconsumption can contribute to weight gain. Like cashews, macadamia nuts are best enjoyed in moderation. A small handful a few times a week is a good guideline. Remember, balance and variety are key to a healthy diet. Next, we have chestnuts. Chestnuts offer several health benefits. There are also some disadvantages to consider, especially for individuals with specific dietary needs or health concerns. Here are a few potential disadvantages of chestnuts for health. High carbohydrate content. Compared to other nuts, chestnuts are relatively high in carbohydrates and lower in protein and fat. While this can provide a good source of energy, individuals on low-carb diets or those with conditions like diabetes may need to monitor their intake to avoid spikes in blood sugar levels. Allergies. While not as common as allergies to peanuts or tree nuts like almonds or walnuts, some individuals may have allergies to chestnuts. Chestnut allergies can cause symptoms such as itching, swelling, hives, digestive issues, or, in severe cases, anaphylaxis. Those with nut allergies should avoid chestnuts or consult with a healthcare professional before consuming them. Oxalate content. Chestnuts contain oxalates, naturally occurring compounds found in many plant foods. High intake of oxalates can increase the risk of kidney stones in susceptible individuals. People prone to kidney stones may need to limit their consumption of high oxalate foods, including chestnuts. Limited protein content. While chestnuts contain some protein, they are not as protein-dense as other nuts like almonds or peanuts. For individuals relying on nuts as a significant source of protein, chestnuts may not provide as much protein per serving. However, they can still be part of a balanced diet when combined with other protein sources. Limited availability. Chestnuts are seasonal and may not be readily available year-round in all regions. Their availability can vary depending on location and climate. This limited availability may make it challenging to incorporate chestnuts into your diet regularly unless you have access to preserved or packaged chestnut products. Higher cost. Chestnuts can be more expensive compared to other nuts, especially if purchased fresh or in specialty stores. This higher cost may make them less accessible or affordable for some individuals, limiting their consumption. Potential for mold contamination. Chestnuts have a higher moisture content than most nuts, which can make them more susceptible to mold growth if not stored properly. Mold-contaminated chestnuts can cause foodborne illness or allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. It's essential to inspect chestnuts for signs of mold before consumption and store them in a cool, dry place. Overall, while chestnuts offer many health benefits and can be part of a balanced diet, it's essential to consider these potential disadvantages and factors when incorporating them into your eating plan. As with any food, moderation and individual dietary considerations are key to enjoying the benefits of chestnuts while minimizing potential risks. Last, we have pine nuts. Pine nuts offer various health benefits. There are some potential disadvantages to consider, particularly for individuals with specific dietary needs or health concerns. Here are some potential disadvantages of pine nuts for health. Pine mouth syndrome. One of the most well-known disadvantages associated with pine nuts is a condition called pine mouth syndrome or pine nut mouth. This temporary condition can cause a metallic or bitter taste in the mouth that develops 1-3 days after consuming pine nuts and can last for days to weeks. The exact cause of pine mouth syndrome is not fully understood, but it is believed to be related to certain species of pine nuts, particularly those from China. Not everyone experiences pine mouth syndrome, but it can be unpleasant for those who do. High calorie and fat content. While pine nuts are nutrient-dense, they are also high in calories and fat. A single serving of pine nuts can contain a significant number of calories, primarily from healthy fats. For individuals trying to manage their weight or those on calorie-restricted diets, consuming pine nuts in large quantities may contribute to excess calorie intake. Potential for allergies. Like other tree nuts, pine nuts can trigger allergic reactions in some individuals. Pine nut allergies are relatively rare but can cause symptoms ranging from mild itching and swelling to severe allergic reactions like anaphylaxis. People with nut allergies should be cautious when consuming pine nuts and seek medical advice if they experience any adverse reactions. Expensive. Pine nuts can be relatively expensive compared to other nuts, particularly if they are imported or purchased from specialty stores. This higher cost may make them less accessible or affordable for some individuals, limiting their consumption. Pine nut adulteration. There have been reports of pine nuts being adulterated with lower-cost nuts or seeds, such as peanuts or other tree nuts in some cases. This can pose a risk for individuals with allergies or dietary restrictions who may unknowingly consume allergens or ingredients they wish to avoid. Potential for rancidity. Due to their high fat content, pine nuts are susceptible to rancidity if not stored properly. Exposure to heat, light, air, or moisture can accelerate the oxidation process, leading to off flavors and decreased nutritional value. It's essential to store pine nuts in a cool, dry place and consume them within a reasonable time frame to maintain freshness. Overall, while pine nuts offer many health benefits and can be part of a balanced diet, it's essential to consider these potential disadvantages and factors when incorporating them into your eating plan. As with any food, moderation and individual dietary considerations are key to enjoying the benefits of pine nuts while minimizing potential risks. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Hit the bell for more health and wellness inspiration. Until next time, stay healthy and happy. Remember, incorporating nuts into your diet can be a delicious and nutritious way to boost your health. Just remember to choose wisely and enjoy them in moderation. As always, consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized dietary advice.